The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guest do not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, and the network.
Hot that listen. Sama-sama sa PLC.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat and welcome to our Choose Family Tuesday. And now, last November 2, kami lang ni Coach Loretta. Privilege na nandito na si Coach Xenas. Okay? Kasi kailangan, maganda kasi yung topic natin. In fact, it's our part 2 ngayon. Because it talks about money. Money conversations that yung mga spouses need to have talaga.
Yeah. Pero
Okay.
Dad, before we start, aminin, you
Okay.
missed me, no? I missed you guys last week, but I was also listening in.
Yeah.
No? So, I was tuning in pala. So, hi, welcome. So, ano yung mga pinag-usapan natin last week, Dad?
So simple lang, just to fresh what happened, last November 2. We talk about the right theology and psychology of money. Okay?
Lalim pa yung pinag-usapan
Kaya
last
dapat
week.
wala ka doon. It's just about how we perceive money. Okay? Because especially in a relationship daw sa mga mag-asawa, minsan hindi talaga pinag-usapan ng money matters. Okay? And yun na nga, because maraming mga rason, but no, going back doon sa sinabi natin that what's the right mindset about money? That money indeed is not evil.
Yeah.
Okay? Money is not evil. Okay? But it's the love of money that makes it evil.
Yeah.
Okay? So money is a very good servant but a very bad master. Okay? And pinag-usapan din natin yung mga self-limiting beliefs, about money, na sinabi na mahirap lang kasi kami, 'di ba? So wala kaming capacity, ang naabutin niya, that yon, and rich people are bad people, 'di ba? Yun ang mga mindset natin. So pag nakakita tayo ng mga mayayaman, mga magandang sasakyan, automatic top of the mind na kasi ano 'yan, 'di ba? Meron kaagad tayong bad description about them.
Yeah.
But hindi naman totoo, 'di ba? Okay, pero pag-usapan nga namin ni Coach Loretta na ang daming mga successful people na mga mayayaman at they are really helping people and hindi lang sila hindi lang sila nag-broadcast. Okay? And last yung natin, namin na pinag-usapan are what are the reasons couple fight about money?
Why?
Okay, so yun, debt and resentment, utang. Minsan kasi di nila alam, di nila alam na yun parang napangasawa nila, maraming utang.
Hirap at ginhawa.
Oo nga, pero yun na nga na-realize nila, di ba? Oy,
sa income at utang.
di ba? So pagpasok doon sa nag-asawa na sila. Okay, so instead na giving doon sa share ng husband, pinambayad sa utang. Okay, so yun yung nangyayari, love, na merong may hindi magandang relationship na kaagad. And salary, tinatawag natin na salary differences. Okay, kasi minsan because of the pandemic, maraming nagbago ang setup, di ba? Ang husband, ang naging houseband na lang, ang mga asawa ng tatrabaho.
Yeah.
So minsan din malaki yung income ng husband or ng wife. So minsan magtatanong daw yung asawa, okay pa ba yung binigay ko sa iyo na pera? Para mga ganun. So there are situations, and lastly, we talk about the different money tendency. But in fact, there are two kinds of couples. Okay, yung money saver saka money spender. Okay, kaya ang pinag-usapan doon is kung sino dapat ang may hawak ng budget. Okay, magpaplano sa budgeting sa bahay. Okay?
So, anong napag-usapan? Sino talaga?
Okay, so ang agreement, mostly, actually, if you are listening right now and if you have a very good idea or gusto nyo mag-share,
please check in.
please check in, mag-comment kayo, pag-usapan natin yan. So, Ang napag-usapan doon, love, is kung sino yung mas magaling humawak ng pera. Okay? It doesn't hard and fast rule na pag husband na siya or wife siya. Ang pinag-usapan doon is kung sino yung mas magaling humawak ng pera, siya yung no? Siya yung may control, siya yung maging treasurer.
Ganun yan.
Okay. Sige. So doon kami nag-pause. Kaya nagiging mayroong part 2.
Part 2.
Okay?
Alright.
Sige. May nagtanong lang doon na nahang, no? Na nagsabi siya na yung arrangement daw nila are merong assignment yung husband, meron din assignment yung wife.
Yeah, pwede.
Okay? So, yun siguro, pag-usapan din natin yan, love, then siguro, no, going through, no, ano yung mga gaps and goals, di ba?
Yep.
Okay, about money matters na dapat, no, malaman at pag-usapan at gawin ng mag-asawa.
Yes.
Okay? Take it away.
Okay. Yeah, we have to accept, no, money is a topic that's not, very comfortable to be talking about. Especially kung bago lang mag-asawa, no? Kasi syempre, going into marriage, parang nag-iisip tayo, ano bang pinag-awayan nung di ba? Usually it's about, pinag-awayan is money, no? And so therefore, when we think money, baka magiging source ito ng away, no?
And sa bahay din lang, sa family, no? When we grow up, all upbringing na yun ang palaging pinag-awayan ng parents, no, about money. So ang mindset or wiring kaagad is hindi magandang pag-usapan ng money kasi nag-aaway eh.
Yeah. Pero lalong nag-aaway.
Yes, no?
No?
Saging basta labing.
Ouch.
Diba? Pero mahirap din 'yun kaya kailangan din natin, no? Kasi we really need to survive and also help other people.
Yeah. It's sometimes a very uncomfortable topic, but this is a must topic, no, between couples, because a lot of things which are happening in the family or in the house actually involves money, right?
Yes.
No, so like the simple things is the food on the table, the utilities, sending the children to school, and all that involves money. Diba? So, and if walang hindi nag-uusap yung couples, definitely it will lead to conflict.
Hindi lang sa pamilya na expenses, no? We have also obligation to the government.
Obligations, taxes. Oo, yung church. Yeah, and yung mga bigay-bigay.
Tithes sa family.
Extended family, correct. No? So of course, that involves a lot of those. It really involves money, and so therefore, this is something that the spouses have to talk about, no, and they have to take it in, no. All right.
Yes.
So, how do we talk about money in the family?
Sige.
Right. So, first of all, I think the couple should actually sit down and decide, no? Number one, ano ba talaga ang goals natin?
Okay.
What are our money goals? So, for example, we are starting off as a family, no? So, we have a baby, no? So, anong plano natin sa baby? Yung mga ganyan. And so, for each of these plans, you set aside a certain goal, right? No?
So, goal setting muna.
Goals,
yeah,
yes.
Goal setting.
Oo. So, it's kasi lahat tayo may dreams no? So, it can be short-term dreams, like for example, or plans. Let's say, you want to go on a vacation, or you want to buy appliances, so these are things that you need to be saving up for, right? So, and so those are mini goals that you can actually, write down.
So,
put a
yung
certain
goal
value.
ng husband, yung goal ng wife.
Yes.
Tapos,
alam mo naman ang husband
tapos,
goal.
ano yung common goal natin?
Common goal.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes. So, may mga individual pa that.
Yeah. Oo. Kasi, di ba, minsan, you have to align your goals.
Correct.
And sometimes kasi, and siguro, when you set your goals, you realize na, hindi kaya ng budget. Di ba? So, we have to make some adjustments or sacrifices.
Correct.
Right?
So therefore, number one, lista muna anong mga goals natin. And then now we go back. Okay. Ano ba ang sources ng money natin? Saan galing yung money natin?
Yes.
Okay.
Sabi ng mga
this
parents,
is where we are right
ang
now.
money hindi pinupulot, hindi namunga, hindi kinukuha sa puno.
All right. So, anong mga possible sources ng money in the family? Okay, so there's the income of the husband, the income of the wife. Is there a business? Is there a family business? May tindahan ba? No? Or are there mga side hustles?
Okay,
Right? So, yan.
I like the side hustle kasi sa mga old tawag dyan, anong tawag dyan? Sideline.
Sideline.
Pero ngayon, bago na. Side hustle.
Side hustles. No? So, lista din yan, no? Kasi we need to take a look at, saan natin pwede pagkukunan, no? Yung mga gastusin sa bahay and the budget that we will set aside for those plans that we set.
So, walang hidden agenda, walang secret wealth. Walang mga undeclared wealth, no? Undeclared wealth.
Well, if you ask me, and it can be different for you, and you can write it in the chat box. Let us know, no. But when you come to be man and wife, dapat sana wala nang secrets, Dad? No more secrets.
Yes. Okay. So balikan lang natin. Maganda kasi we really have to set goals and pag-usapan kung saan galing ang money. Kasali ba dito ang money na yung bang huwag ka mag-alala kasi meron naman akong marireceive na pamana. So, kasali ba doon?
Well, if dapat, di ba? Because when you come into the marriage, for those who were 1998 after ba? 1987. But there's a certain year, the property of the husband and the wife, and they get married, it's considered conjugal. So ito yung sinasabi. Now, what is yours is mine. What is mine is mine.
Tandaan nyo yun, ha? Okay.
No, but
that's the beauty of marriage. That's the beauty of marriage.
No, so, but kidding aside, it's really union of wealth.
Yeah.
No, what it is, no? So, so you have a common fund. All right? So, if you're saying, I'm looking forward to a pamana from my family, ilista yan.
Pero siguro ilagay natin sa isang lang. Hindi siya counted as
active source.
Active o inactive eh. Di ba? Inactive pa. So it will take it to materialize natin.
And pwede pang magbago, di ba?
Yes, a lot of things can happen along the way.
Yung current
so dapat may classify saka inactive. Dagdagan natin, ha? Dagdagan natin.
Guys, you know what? We're just sharing what we know, right? And of course, financial industry, and I'm also really just sharing how we can bridge gaps and goals.
Yeah, and I'm also from the Go Negosyo, no. So pinagsama lang namin yung mga experiences.
Yes, ina-apply natin. No? So okay, so we already spoke money, no, and then we now look at ano ba yung mga expenses natin monthly.
Okay, so goal, source, okay, expenses. Okay, sige.
All right. So expenses natin, what are the expenses that covered monthly? So food.
Ba dito love yung mga fix?
Of course.
Okay. Tubig, no, although utilities. Yung mga dapat talaga nating bayaran.
Ang dami na ngayon, di ba? So you have your internet, load ng mga and all, no? So yan, and tuition.
Yes, tuition.
Right? Okay. They are online na, so medyo walang baon.
Kaya lang din, I'm speaking from reality. Although nasa bahay, mas malapit sa refrigerator. Di ba?
But sa aircon.
Yes. And we parents na listening, nakatipid ka nga on this hand, but again, dapat mo talaga ang paglagyan ng allocation for money.
Alright.
So expenses, expenses.
Yan lahat. So what I'm gonna do is
kasali ba dyan ang allowance ng husband? or wife?
Yeah. Tama yan.
Okay.
Siyempre, may budget. Per dime?
Per dime. Per dime.
Expense.
Yeah, per dime.
Right? Even, yung mga recreation.
Yes,
No?
no?
So, yung mga outing ninyo ng family.
Outing ng family.
Yes.
Okay.
So, lahat yan. Lista yan.
Yung mga ano lang, visit.
Okay. So, okay. So, yan, lahat ng expenses. Sabi ni Dad,
sinabi ko yan kasi, alam nyo, 3 yung anak ko na babae. Di ba? Sa mga husband, makarelate ka, pupunta ng parlor yan. Alam mo naman, di ba? Lang sa... So, medyo locate some...
are we okay, Jay? Tayo? Okay, so, yan lahat. Both yung mga fixed expenses and yung mga miscellaneous. So, look at how much you are spending and how much.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
dapat i-align. Okay? Kasi mga okay. Or other scenario naman, mas mas malaki kaysa expenses mo. Or right?
Hang tayo. Oo.
Yung ulan, no, may ulan. Yeah, proceed lang lang. Proceed
All
lang
right.
Tayo.
So, earning. We are now borrowing on. We're on the salary. No, so from this
ATM.
ay
Di ba? I'm very dito kasi pero wala kang kulang budget kukuha. And now, hindi naman yan another na naman.
All right. No?
Okay.
So, it's a good exercise. I was just saying earlier, you can down all the expenses that you have, both fixed and, exercise, because you can decide
Cut.
Because, alangan ng so, like, for example, if you're going to the parlor every
lumalabas.
but, those are things that you can cut. Or, like, for example, if then is in
yes,
yan, mga milk.
Mayroon nang day for within. And come think of it, if we are going to put that in coffee shop, titingnan yan kung na pwede mo namang halimbawa, hindi na siguro 2 times ang muna.
And why saying we just in fixed source of income. So we also have plans and goals for
Diba? Lagi na ako. If you remember, magsimula pa lang tayo, no? And mayroon we have budgeted, allocated diba? Because we have nun na
and we were very young, and we
Yes.
were just thinking, we'd like to get that house.
yes.
Okay. Got to actually take a look. Fixed on the first step, and that was
Kasi
the
dream
goal.
di ba?
And
Dream ng mag-asawa.
Yeah, the goal of having our own house.
Manila.
And ang sources ng income, and we were just, not supervisory at all. But the goal was to get the house in 1 year. And we were just so very excited about it. And when we looked at our sources,
Yeah, we didn't have a say. We are sharing this.
we also
Kaya alam nyo, na yun, no? Kaya nga sinishare namin that there's a hand of God that really worked for us. Kasi, di ba? Oo.
because
Oh.
and then
Waves,
yung mga
and this, if you believe
themselves, tayo gel, no?
Para sa pangarap, tuloy ang laban. Ito ang inyong singer-composer-host ng theme song, Ang Awit ng Buhay Mo, Coach Elma D. Zuniga. Sama-sama sa TLC.
Mga ka-Life Librarians, sa Life Library, halina't makibahagi ng paghatid ng aral at saya sa bawat isa. Sa Life Library, halina't makibahagi ng inspirasyon at kalakasan sa gitna ng kabiguan at kahinaan. Sa Life Library, halina't samahan si Doc Esme. Sama-sama sa TLC.
Hello everyone. Let's enjoy this beautiful life together. Share us your story. Your story matters and your life matters to us. Sama-sama tayo sa TLC. This is Coach Dalia. God bless.
Sa hirap at ginhawa,
Lungkot at ligaya,
dapat ang pamilya sama-sama sa TLC.
Hindi mo kailangang solohin ang lahat ng laban sa buhay. Sama-sama sa TLC.
Mornings will always remind us how blessed we are because every gising is a blessing. This is Coach Des Ballesteros of Woke Up Like Des, sama-sama sa TLC.
Napakarami po natin pinagdadaanan sa mundong ito. Pero tandaan po natin na minsan lang po ang buhay. Gawin po nating makulay. Huwag na po nating dagdagan ang problema natin sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay sa mundong ito. Muli po si Coach Ed na nagsasabi sa inyong sama-sama sa TLC.
Bawat buhay may pinagdaanan. Dahil ito'y parang isang gulong kung minsan nasa ilalim, kung minsan naman nasa ibabaw. Subalit ng lahat ng ito'y ating malalampasan sama-sama sa TLC.
Hello, we're back.
Hello, we're back. No, we apologize for the connectivity. No, connectivity. So we tried another connection. So,
Yes.
So,
All right. So, saan na ba tayo naputol, Dad?
expenses.
Expenses ba?
Yeah.
Shell?
Expenses lang.
All right.
Lang. Yeah.
Oo. So, are we okay?
Yep.
Ayan. No? So, okay. So, we were saying, no, when it comes to expenses, lista lang. Lista all your tawag nito, your fixed expenses, lista also the miscellaneous, and then match it with your sources, no?
Yes.
And you will see now the gaps. No, so and now as a couple you can decide ano yung
dapat
pwede nating
isang tabi,
isang tabi.
i-delay. No? Huwag naman natin i-cut. Siguro i-cut, but sa akin parang i-delay lang. If we have to make sequencing or prioritizing lang.
Yes.
Kung sino talaga yung unahin muna natin, that will have an impact on the flow of the money sa family. Okay, so dapat doon naka-focus lang.
Yes. All right. So yun, no? And then you now see kung meron pa ba kayong what's this income, remaining budget for the month, no? To set aside for that goal that you said you wanted to achieve, no? In the first step, no? So, yan, savings yan, diba? So yun, that is an exercise that we can all have, no? But that would also mean, along the way, there can be challenges, right? Like emergencies, no?
Yeah.
And that can eat up into the
tayo may emergency
budget.
tayo, di ba? 2 days ago.
2 days ago?
Oo, di ba? Yung tubig natin. Yung pump namin, no? Nag-ano siya, no? Nag-spark. So, meaning to say, yung motor namin, hindi nag-work. So, wala kaming tubig. So, tinitingnan namin kung bibili ng bago or ipa-recalibrate. So, we decided to buy a new, hindi naman masyadong, tamang-tama lang din sa budget na kaya namin. But yun na nga, may mga emergency purchase talaga that you have to prepare.
That you did not allocate for,
right?
They
didn't allocate. Okay. So, instead of meron kaming plano na paggamitan, ginamit muna namin dito. Kasi mas kailangan di ba tayo pwede maligo, di ba? Kailangan maligo talaga tayo.
Kaya nagpanic siya. Emergency yon, no?
Emergency.
All right. So, are we still lagging?
I think we're okay.
Are we?
Yeah.
Parang we're not moving there. All right. So,
no po.
All right. Okay. So, ayan, no? So
ang maganda ay titinan ko lang. What is really the catch here is we have to put it in writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that you can go back to.
Goal, di ba?
Goal.
Yung number 2 step, ano yun? Goal. Number 2 is what? Okay, source of money.
Sources of, and
tapos
income,
expenses.
And expenses.
So, lahat, napansin niyo, sinusulat talaga yan.
Sulat lang. And it can be that, like kunyari, we're saying nga, sobrang konti na nga yung miscellaneous, nasa fixed lang tayo, no? So, pati pa yung fixed kulang, no? So, what does that mean? We look at now our source of income.
Yeah.
Ano pang pwede nating gawin? Diba? Pwede pa ba tayo magdagdag ng side hustle? Diba? Yung mga ganyan, no? So, discarded din yan, no? But I would like to, discourage you na dapat yung source of income, hindi yung ATM, yung sinasabi ni Coach kanina. Yung utang.
Ang taong.
Utangan, oo. So, as much as possible, avoid natin yan, no? Kasi, actually, when you think about it, that's dagdag expense eh. Diba?
Yes.
Oo. So, yan. Alright. So, other sources of income, no? So, pwedeng magnegosyo.
Yeah. Okay. A lot of opportunities right now are opening up. In fact, sa Go Negosyo nga, before pandemic, ilan lang yung pagpakalagay natin in one day, 1,000 applications of businesses. But during the pandemic, nag-times 4. Okay, so meaning to say a lot of people are seeking opportunities in crisis. Okay, willing to go for business. Ito yung magkaganda dito, yung mga SMEs, which is the backbone of our economy.
Yeah.
Okay, so maraming natututo ngayon na magnegosyo, love. Okay, so paano lang tayo, no? Sabi nga dyan, bawal maarte. Diba? Wag lang talaga, diskarte lang, no? Before maarte, diskarte muna. Okay, para tayo, no? Sabi nga nila, pantawid, no? Pantawid gutom, 'di ba? Minsan but hinders kasi sa mga ganun labis, hiya kasi hindi ko naman kurso 'yan eh, 'di ba? Mahiya ako makita ng mga kaibigan ko, but
remember that when I was between jobs, like I left an employment because I got so tired.
Yeah.
Parang na burn out na ako noon, and I just decided, without even like telling him ahead, I just one day I just told him I'm gonna resign next week, and I did it.
Yes.
And of course probably he was also shocked about it, but it was like I really needed to do it because I was so tired already, and when my boss asked me, what will you do when you leave, what will you do? And I just said, I'll stay at home. I let my husband spend for me. But right after I left his office, parang sobrang na-scared ako na parang ano ba yung ginawa ko? No? So this was like 3 months that I was between jobs. I just stayed at home, but I felt like parang wala akong nako-contribute, parang 'di ba? Parang bigla yung income namin naging half because there's nothing coming in from my side, no? So can you imagine, I went into side hustle. No, for those 3 months, I went into direct selling of cosmetics. But you know what? I really enjoyed it. Because nagde-demo ako, how to clean the face, how to put on the yung mga creams and makeup and all. Sobrang enjoy ako nung 3 months na yun. And I was actually earning more in a day as compared to when I was employed.
Before.
No, and but when I was going around and talking to people to avail of the products from me, parang natawa lang ako because one client that I approached, was actually a friend. But when I approached her, she actually said, "Ano bang nangyayari sa'yo, Sen? Bakit nagbebenta ka na lang ng makeup?" Parang natigilan ako doon na parang bakit?
What's wrong?
What am I doing wrong? Diba? Yeah. I'm earning, I'm enjoying, no? And in fact, I was earning more on a per day basis that time.
And
so
you have time freedom.
Yes.
Okay. Hindi lang financial freedom.
Oo, no? So, yun lang. Parang, it was a lesson for me lang na parang, people may find it, they may not be comfortable seeing you doing something, something else other than what you're usually doing. But think about it. It's for you. It's for your family. And you're not hurting naman anybody. Diba?
Okay. So, a very good point to ni-raise ni Xenas. Diba? Kasi yun nga minsan talaga, na what hinders us is, mahiya tayo kasi Hindi ko naman linya yan eh. Di ba? But don't forget, it can be learned. Lahat ng bagay natutunan. Basta gusto mo.
Correct.
Okay, gusto mo. And, wala ka inaapakan na tao, meaning you're doing the right way, hindi illegal yung ginagawa mo. Di ba? Legal naman. Di ba? So, gawin mo. Gawin mo. Because the reason that your why is for the family. Di ba? For yourself or for whatever goal that you would like.
Yeah.
So
when we talk about money, it's not just all about, the difficulties na parang usap lang tayo, dad, pag may problema.
Yes.
No, doesn't have to be. It can be like we're talking because si daddy naka-receive ng 5 months bonus.
Yeah.
Wow. Diba? So,
sana all.
wala lang, wishful thinking ba?
Yeah.
Diba? So let's say, the spouse did get 5 months bonus, no? So where does that money come into? That's the source of income.
Alam mo,
So,
pag entrepreneur ka kasi wala nang mga ganun eh. When we were working, we were working, meron yan na in-expect yan na bonus talaga, di ba? 3 months bonus, 5 months. Umabot na kami noon ng 19 months, di ba? So during the glory days pa. But
and
now,
this came in when we were, struggling for the house.
Yes! So thank God for that talaga. And
so what happened when you received that? It actually expanded your source of money. Diba?
Yes.
Source of money. Diba? So at least meron kang pot dyan, no? May pagkukunan ka, diba? So, conversations need to happen in good times and in bad. When about
In
money.
bad times, in good times, I'll be there. Love, kasi most companies, di ba, yun nga ginagawa ginagawa sa company natin, di ba, is strategic planning. Di ba? So dapat din siguro sa mag-asawa, meron ding strategic planning.
Yes.
Part of the strategic planning is pag-usapan about money matters.
Money talaga.
Finances,
Oo.
okay? Direction.
Otherwise, if you don't talk about it, definitely that's where the conflict comes in. I remember when we were starting that, I got very upset with you because, I was, at the time kasi, isa pa yung baby namin, and I was telling him,
Ngayon 12 na, marami na kami yung baby. Hindi. Go lang, sorry.
I was telling him na, Dad, we need to plan. Kasi syempre naririnig ko yung sa ibang friends ko, nakikita ko, they set aside parang an educational plan for their kids. And we didn't have that. And I was like, getting very insecure. Dad, mag-set aside tayo kasi for the educational plan of Jan, ganyan. Ang sagot ba naman, okay lang yan. Magiging scholar yung anak ko. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Diba?
Ginibiro ko nga. I know some of the parents would use this joke, di ba? Pag-ipunan natin yung anak natin kasi yung especially pag yung mga, di ba, proud ang mga parents sa mga anak nila kasi may sura, di ba? Pag-ipunan natin kasi hindi yan magagraduate ng college o kapag asawa yan. Di ba? So yun yung pag-ipunan, hindi yung educational plan. Di ba? Yun yung mga joke natin noon. But very important, you really have to plan for the future. Okay, and not only plan but know kung saan ang galing, saan mo kukuhanin yung pera na gagamitin mo doon to achieve that goal.
And I have to be very honest about this. I think you were avoiding that topic because we didn't have extra source of income.
Yes.
Was it not?
Yes.
Right. No, so but
siyempre mahiya ka eh. Wala ka namang ibubunot eh. Diba? Kumbaga, kung nasa Texas ka, alam mo yung sa Texas, mga tao doon may baril. Diba? Pag may doon, bubunot ka ng baril, barilin mo yung kalaban mo. Diba? Pupunta ka doon, wala kang baril, patay ka. So yun yung feeling ko noon, ganun. Diba? Okay, nag-challenge yung asawa ko, anyat wala akong pwedeng bunutin na mabigay sa kanya. And diba, mga lalaki, parang avoidance na lang, diba? Gagawa ng storya. Okay, so ngayon, alam mo na ha?
Yeah, but for those parents who are just starting off, it would really be good to start talking about money and agree, as early as possible.
Yes, totoo.
And
totoo.
kanya-kanyang kanya-kanyang agreements yan, di ba?
Yes.
Like some couples would probably decide that they would pool everything.
Yeah.
No? They would pull everything and, get the expenses from this pool. And I also read from the last episode was that some couples actually have parang kanya-kanyang gastos.
Yeah,
Like, I spend for the electricity and, share, ano nila,
allocate,
distribute.
distribute yung dapat bayaran.
Yeah. But for me, I think it would be good really to have a pool, a fund that is a pool fund, so that where you can get the expenses from and set aside savings from. No? But then again, whatever works for the family for as long as this is agreed on.
Yeah.
Diba?
Okay. Kasi sa Bible naman, di ba, ang sinabi doon talaga. Anong sa Bible? Dapat isa lang, di ba? Okay. Because the two became one, right? Di ba? So yung mga expenses na yan, dapat isa lang. But again, kami, we just give also thought ng mga it works for you, then yun na nga. But disclaimer lang talaga, pag-usapan. Pag-usapan lang.
No secrets.
No
surprises.
No surprises.
Di ba?
Okay? Yan ang pinaka-importante dyan. Okay?
Yan.
So, baka kailangan ng mga parental guidance, di ba? Kailangan ng tulong ng mga parents, paano magplano, di ba? Huwag kayong mahiya. Huwag kayong mahiya. Kasi yun na nga, a lot of hiwalayan is due to money matters.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, ano pa yung ibang conflicts that can arise, from money, Sometimes when the extended family is involved.
Yes.
So syempre when the spouse, let's say for example, each one is earning, and then let's say my relative would probably borrow from me, and I will give without informing, and it's okay if understanding yung spouse mo, but there are spouses, there are partners who do not like that.
Yeah.
So there has to be agreements on these things. So yun bang declaration, transparency.
Yes, very important. Very important to.
Hindi yung after the fact na lang na parang, didn't we have, an extra 10,000 in the fund, and then the wife will just say, by the way, I lent it to, So
kasi
imagine how the partner would feel. No?
So dapat i-inform. So informed decision ang tawag dyan. Okay, you have to be informed. Saan pumunta yung pera? Okay, hiram ba yun o bigay ba yun? Diba? Importante yan kasi ang hiram, diba, dapat bayaran. Okay, pero kung bigay, wala na yun. Goodbye na yun. Diba?
And conversations like this need to happen often, because if they're very few and far in between, you can't avoid it. Because hindi ka sanay na pinag-uusapan, emotions would come in, di ba?
Sabi nga din, it's not the money that causes trouble, it's the emotion. Na nandoon, di ba? Nandoon. Especially pag siguro the way the sentence is constructed, the question is being asked,
or the tone
of voice that is being used, no? So yun siguro yung mga para bang, bakit ka galit? Tatanong lang naman ako yun na, di ba?
Yes. I just like to to share a story, na because I work in the insurance industry, so this was in my previous company that I worked for. Sinamahan ko yung agent, na pumunta somewhere in the south, to offer the product, to the couple. And it seemed that mga expenses pala sa family parang hindi masyado declared.
Okay.
Diba? And and we were caught in that situation where when we came in, because it was the partner, I think the husband was the one who said, please visit the house and present it to us. So when
the couple were there.
The couple was there, and when we were presenting, parang nagdadabog na yung wife.
Wow.
Parang nandun lang kami sa corner. Bakit anong nangyayari? So, actually, when we went out, apparently pala, there are things that, hindi declared sa kanila, na parang siguro the thinking ng wife, expense na naman, hindi nagsabi sa akin. So, mga ganyan. No? So, many things like this are happening, in the family, So, yun lang. That's why I'm saying it would be good to have conversations about money as often as possible.
Yes.
And discuss what are the plans, or what are our challenges, So, yung mga ganyan, the simple things like that need to be discussed, Para there's two of you who's gonna be solving it, no? And if there are addition to the income, two of you and the family also celebrating it.
Yes.
Ganon.
And ang sinasabi ni Coach Xenas is actually based on study yan. No, na pag success rates, pag nagtutulungan talaga ang mag-asawa, no, successful yung marriage. At saka yung yung the way financial matters is being handled. Okay?
Yeah.
So, kasi yung mga hindi nag-uusap, malaking chance talaga na mag-fail talaga yung financial journey nila. No?
Yeah.
Kasi yun na nga, may mga hidden undeclared wealth. Undeclared wealth.
And then ma-discover.
Yeah, ma-discover na. Okay?
Buti kung undeclared wealth. What if undeclared utang tapos yun ang iniwan? My gosh.
Yun.
Kasi remember yung conjugal yung property, conjugal din yung debts.
Yes.
So,
kaya nga, di ba, biningat natin kanina yan na one of the sources of why couple quarrel because of that. Hindi kasi hindi pinag-usapan, di ba? Tama naman eh. Di ba? Nag-asawa tayo, hindi naman tayo nag-usap na alam. Sen, magkano ba yung utang mo? Soy, magkano ba yung utang mo? Hindi naman, di ba? Hindi pinag-usapan yan eh.
yes.
Pero pag nag-asawa na kayo, yun na pala. Okay, bakit kulang yung binibigay mo sa akin? Kasi binabayaran ko yung credit card ko eh. Nung binata pa ako. Di ba? So lahat pala, so pamana yan.
Yeah, we're seeing some comments on the chat box.
Yeah.
Can you please share? Hi, Coach.
Hi, Coach Loretta.
Thank you for staying with us. Kahit putol-putol yung signal natin. Thank you, Coach.
Hi,
Hey, Coach Darwin.
Arwin.
Hi. And
thank you, Virgilio,
is
for
also
watching
us tonight.
Si Chirel.
Chick, hi.
Hi, Chick.
Thank you for staying, Chick. Yep. And who else?
Ay, lista para
makalesta, tama.
Ayan,
Para
galing talaga ni Coach Jerry.
Diba?
Partner ko kagabi yan. Si Ann Ali, no? Thank you again. No? Sabi niya, sana
natuturo to sa school. No?
Yeah.
No, yes. I think it's actually very basic financial awareness, no? Yung bridging gaps and goals,
yes.
'di ba? And yung sinasabi namin sa inyo, it's really just this simple principle lang talaga, and looking at where we are right now, how much we have, and where we want to go.
Yeah.
Okay?
Actually kasi ang nangyayari, no, sa pre-kana, dinidiscuss to before marriage.
Nag-pre-kana ba tayo, Dad?
Free. Siyempre dumadaan. Hindi naman kami pwedeng
kasal. Amnesia.
Hindi, ang point lang doon is pinag-usapan 'yan. Kaya lang siyempre ito kasi kailangan ng ng consistency. Okay? Kaya nga maganda yung sinasuggest ni Ann Ali na
sana
kung pwede, it should be part para ma-prepare ang mga bata kasi yun naman
maybe
talaga,
we can teach it in the family.
Yes.
So
yeah.
It's very basic. Do not spend more than you earn, and then set aside.
I like that kasi yun ang tinuro ng papa ko. Kung may piso ka, wag ka mag-expense ng 2 pesos. Kasi wala hindi mo kaya. So either mangutang ka.
Correct.
Okay, so yun lang, no? Kaya nga when Papa Narsing died, no, nakita ko yung sweldo niya. Anyway, di ba? Hindi naman sa, pero I really appreciate my mom. Kung paano talaga niya kami, no? The budgeting and everything. No? But alam ko na nabuhay kami sa utang. Okay, nabuhay kami sa utang. Okay, but again, the managing ba? And the managing skills of my mom.
To stretch, no?
To stretch. Okay, and sinabi ko naman sa inyo, no? Si mom ko is, lang siya. Hindi siya nag-high school. Okay, kaya I'm very proud of my mom. Sa nag-high school. Kasi yung financial, niya, no, literacy is very high, no? Very high. Siguro natanamanan niya sa lolo't lola, no, na mga negosyante and, no, siyang panganay, tunuruan siya, and, yun, no, how to handle money.
Yes. There's a question here, no, from Anali. No?
Okay.
Anong edad po ba need to ma-discuss para ma-prepare ka sa relationship?
Sige. Okay.
Ako, first pag ma-appreciate na nung bata, no, the value of money. All right, so you can start small lang, no. For example, yung anak namin kasi
Si Rafi ngayon, di ba?
no, it's before si Janjan, di ba, he was earning as a kid because he was doing shows on TV. And so may pakonti-konti siyang allowances and he would have money. And when he goes, let's say we would go to the mall and he would like point at everything and say, gusto ko ng shirt, gusto ko ng bagong pants and all. And I would just tell tell him, it's okay, we can buy that, but we'll use your money. Okay, not mine. And that actually makes him, stand back and say, pwede siguro next time na lang. Kasi money niya ang gagamitin eh. So it's teaching them the value of money, no?
Yeah.
And, you can start from there. How much do you have? No? And how much are you going to spend?
Sabi, ang point kasi ni Ali Love is about relationship, right?
Yeah.
Pero ako naman, ang point ko dito is,
start early.
Start early. No? The relationship is just a result, no? Doon sa pag-prepare mo sa mga bata. So as early, sample ito. Binigyan mo ng pera yung bata, inutusan mo. Okay, may sukli. Okay, tapos ang sukli hindi binigay. Okay? So dapat tuturuan natin ang bata na ibalik yung sukli.
Yeah.
Okay?
Correct.
Very important to kasi yun na nga, 'di ba? Ang dami kasi akala ng mga bata okay lang, 'di ba? So pag nag-grow sila, okay, fast forward. Pag mayroon silang mga experience na ganun, no? Mayroon silang pera. Okay, hindi nila isa sa uli. Right? 'Di ba? Kasi hindi sila sanay eh. So kami tinasanay talaga namin, no, na adapt to the last centavo. Kung gusto mo, hingin mo. Okay? Mag-ask ka ng permission na dad or mom, pwede ko ba tong hingin? 'Di ba? But that's a good thing, no, sa mga anak natin na pag may talaga pera, binabalik talaga 'yan.
And in relation also to what Ali was saying, no, I'm seeing a lot of young people now, no, na yung nagsistart pa lang magkaroon ng relationship, but you are also, these very young people as early as, mga just when they're starting to work pa, nagsisave na kaagad.
Yes.
Investing in insurance, investments, at the same time saving up for a house, for a car, no? So they're really preparing, no? Unlike natin before, no? Basta love lang tayo and everything will be provided.
Kasi yun na nga, ang maganda kasi ngayon, love, yung financial wellness and literacy is available na.
Yeah.
Diba? If you want to learn, pwede ka lang pumunta sa YouTube. Okay? So it's available. The platform are there. It's up to you.
But what I'm saying is that yung sa mga young na kids, young na professionals, young people who are preparing for their future as early as then, siguro meron din talagang tawag nito, contribution yung parents niyan on how they think and how they plan for their future, right?
Yes.
No,
yes.
So namamana din nila yung ganung attitude
Factors
from the family and from the parents.
Okay? And syempre, no, ang yung grupo mo, yung peer mo, nung kasama mo, kasi 'di ba? Pare, anong ginagawa mo sa pera mo? Ito, nag-invest ako sa paturuan mo ako diyan. 'Di ba? So siyempre yung influence no?
Din,
nung nila, circle of influence ang tawag diyan. So
yes, and Anali, no? So yes, babalik din talaga sa parents, no? Kasi syempre kung wala namang background doon. Saan nila kukunin 'yon?
Okay, kilala ko to Kilala ko to.
Wow.
Okay, sige nga, basahin natin si Sandy, no? Yung daughter ko. Hi Sandy, love you. As a finance graduate, personal finance really is important. Good thing, madami nang available na personal finance classes. Some for free, everywhere. Okay? Dapat medyo competent ka muna sa personal finances mo para ma-master mo finances niyo as a couple or as a family. Natakot ako nito
Aray.
Tama yan, no? Tama yan.
Sans.
Tama yan. Kasi I was sharing kanina, no? I had a talk this morning, no, about retirement, how to retire in style. Together the city government of Davao, and I was talking about yung how to sa money nila talaga, no, how to manage their money retirement funds nila. Okay, so it's really important, and sinabi natin na passion is there, but number 2 is very important, which is proficiency. Ano yung proficiency? You really have to learn. Okay, wag mong ipaubaya. Okay, dapat matutunan mo kung paano talaga, no?
Dapat hands-on.
Hands-on ka, how money works, no? Basic lang naman daw. Hindi naman kailangan mag-MBA ka, di ba? I think, no, financial literacy is understanding how money works. Di ba? Yung sinasabi mo nga, di ba? It's about the gap and the goals, di ba?
Yes.
No? Understanding lang talaga.
Yeah.
Basic.
What I'd also like to give us a tip, no, di ba, we talked about goals, we talked about sources of money, we talked about expenses, no, and we need to really be talking about savings so that you can bridge the gap between where you are right now and back to that number one. No,
May
yung
concept
goal.
ngayon kasi, Love, na ang saving should be done pagtanggap mo ng pera, kukuha ka, or after
After all the expenses?
Sige. Anong thoughts mo
From
dyan?
the insurance side.
Yeah. Sige.
It's always setting aside the savings first.
Okay.
And so whatever is left,
Yun.
dun mo pagkakasyahin. And that is what we call disciplined saving.
Okay, very good point.
Every month, yan ang ginagawa. And it becomes a habit.
Yes.
In the first few months, no, parang sobrang hirap, no, that, you know, you have to cut on several things because you are paying yourself in the future.
Yes.
No?
Pay
So,
yourself first.
Oo.
Okay? Halimbawa, nakatanggap ka ng 10,000. So, anong ibig sabihin? Kukuha ka muna ng, halimbawa, 500.
Because I said,
ilang percent na dapat?
let's, a good savings is 20%.
Wow.
No? So let's say sa 1,000, set aside yung 2,000
Mhm.
and yung 8,000, that is where pagkasyahin mo yung mga
Okay.
expenses mo.
Yes.
No? Hindi yung spend ka muna and then whatever is left, yun ang savings.
Yes,
Because
kasi experience ko rin yan.
Uh-huh.
Di ba? Yun ang formula na ginawa ko before, no? And unfortunately,
wala kang savings.
wala ka talaga.
Hindi ka magkakasave talaga.
Hindi
Because
ka
you're always
magkakasave.
thinking, meron pa naman meron pang extra
Oo.
Di ba? But the disciplined savings habit is really set aside the savings
Yeah.
first
And
then spend around what is left.
yeah, and yung word nga na ginamit, because you feel good if you pay yourself. Di ba?
Yes.
Kasi ako nagtrabaho,
Mm-mm.
I have to pay myself. Okay?
Yes.
And ano na yan? Untouchable na yan.
Correct.
Okay, nasa envelope na yan. Ilagay ko yan doon. Okay, so tip ha, dapat if you have money right now, okay, wag yung style na what's left, yun na yung dapat doon ka kukuha kasi medyo mahirap talaga yan.
Yes.
Okay, so mag-a-agree, Love, tama ba? Mag-asawa, no? Mag-asawa kung magkano yung dapat itatabi. No? Itatabi.
Correct. No, Cheryl, hi Chick. She's saying financial literacy should be taught as early as grade
Yes.
school. Yes, no. And you know, we can use very simple examples lang naman to the kids Diba? Like you Chick, no, you're as early as possible, you're teaching your kids how to earn.
Yeah.
Diba? Yung mga ganyan, no? So,
Yeah. Kasi ako noon, maalala ko, no, habang nag-aaral ako ng elementary, nagbebenta ako ng ice candy.
yes, me too in summer.
And hindi ako pwedeng pagalitan sa school kasi yung may-ari ng ice candy ko ang mga teacher. Diba? So, kikita ka, you really have to make to be creative, no? To be very resourceful. Okay, para doon ko nalaman na malaking tulong yun sa Love, no? As I grow as a person, malaking kasi yun na nga, di ba, sabi mo nga sa akin nung last kuripot.
Kuripot. Yes. He's naturally kuripot.
Yeah.
No? So again, Cheryl is asking, is the savings you set aside for yourself considered paying yourself or iba pa? Actually, just to sum it all it's really paying yourself in the future, your future self. No? So that's setting it aside because you have goals in the future that you want to meet. No? The goals that you and your spouse have set aside. So paying for that goal, no? So that is what is considered, no? So for example, it can also be setting that aside because you don't want to have problems in the future when it comes to the college fund for your kids.
And retirement.
Your retirement.
Diba?
Or saving up in cases of emergency.
Yes.
Diba? So these are, things na will happen in the future, whether you like it or not. No, we grow old, we get sick. No, our children grow old. So we need to be preparing for this, and we refer to that as paying yourself, no, for the future. It's not like you pay yourself and so therefore imuha na that's yours and you just spend it anywhere. But it's really because it's directed towards a certain goal.
Yes. So that becomes very meaningful.
Correct.
Okay, kasi yung nilagay mo na pera, alam mo na meron kayo gustong marating. Okay? Sabi ni Caps Jerry, impulse buying, please. Share your thoughts on this, how to manage ito. That's
Abe,
okay.
sino ang mas ano sa online?
Yeah, no? Ako ngayon, pero mga ano naman, mga books naman yung binibili ko. Anyway, yeah, ang gandang question yan, impulse buying. Okay?
Yeah.
Especially ngayon. No? Burn na. Okay? So, noon,
Magkaka-bonus na.
ang temptation is only sa mall. Ngayon, no? Pag
Online.
open mo pa lang ng phone mo, ang dami ng come-ons dyan, temptation. Tukso, layuan mo ako.
Can
Yeah.
I just say a disclaimer? No.
Yeah, okay.
At least ako, hindi ako marunong mag-Lazada, hindi ako marunong mag-Shopee.
Yes, yes.
Hindi ako marunong mag-online. Pero what I do is I do it through Sandy.
Yeah.
So therefore, hindi ako easily parang, I would say, maganda to Sans, and she would be the one to tell me, ayaw na ma, not that, no?
And,
So,
yeah. And siya naman, sir, financer. Sa mga bata. Siyempre, pag order yan, sino magbabayad? Si mama. Diba? Going back, no, sa temptation. So, mayroon akong formula kasi niyan. Kasi ngayon, ang temptation is very strong. Okay. Bigyan kita ng example, Caps Jerry. Punta ka sa mall, may gusto ka talagang bilhin na item. Okay, for example, isang pantalon, no? Na mahal talaga, no? 1,000 siya. Ngayon, pag daan mo doon, naka-sale siya 50%. Okay, so 500 na lang. The question is, bilhin mo ba o hindi? Okay, so a lot of people, siyempre siya, mura na ng 50%, bilhin ko na yon. Diba? But so ang sinasabi ko palagi, okay, pause muna. Question, may pera ka ba? Kasi kahit na 500 lang yon, kung wala kang pera for that allocated,
did not budget for it.
Yes. Ang mangyayari, saan? Uutang ka.
Yeah.
Gagamit ka ng credit card or manghiram ka ng pera. Okay, and ito pa ha, backtrack tayo. Pag open mo pala doon sa closet mo, ang dami mo palang available na item na, di ba?
Ouch!
Na hindi mo nagagamit. Okay? Or once mo lang nagamit yung iba, nandoon lang pala. Kaya lang impulse, sabi nga ni Caps Jerry, impulse buying. So, ang ginagawa ko dyan ito, kinukuha ko yung cellphone ko. Okay? Tapos pinipicturan ko.
And then, i-take home.
Yeah, i-take home ko. Pinapanood ko yan palagi. And, no? Okay, so balik na naman sa mall. Pagbalik mo, 60% na naman. Grabe na talaga ang temptation. Again, ang gagawin ko, pipicturan ko na naman yan. Kasi I realize na pag-check ko pala sa closet ko, meron pala ako mga gifts doon na mga hindi nagagamit. Di ba? So, pag nandun na, tinitingnan ko na lang siya. And
this is certified Coach K.
Okay, and
Coach Karipo talaga.
and later on, Ru will realize that nakikita mo na ma-differentiate mo talaga ano yung wants at saka ano yung need. Okay, things, di ba? Ano yung wants, things that you can live without. Okay, yung mga need naman, no, mahirapan ka kung wala sila, yung mga basic. Okay, so yun yung formula ko, Caps Jerry.
What about things that you cannot sleep without? Hindi ka makatulog kasi hindi mo nabili.
Okay. Ako kasi nakakatulog ako eh. I just go back. Yun na nga kasi, di ba, nagpo-posting ka eh. Nagpo-posting ka. Di ba? And I always consider, love, yung need and saka wants. Okay? Kasi minsan kasi, tayo eh, dinadala natin yung sarili natin doon talaga sa, sa wants lang talaga. Okay? Kasi kailangan to eh. And later on, we will realize na hindi naman pala kailangan eh. No?
Yeah. But, Dad, we also need to have some allowance.
Yes.
Na, sometimes you have to reward yourself as well.
Yes.
Kasi, syempre, you also worked for that. But there has to be some discipline.
Yes, some discipline.
Yeah.
Kasi,
that's what we're saying. Kasi parang sobrang harsh naman na parang we don't buy anything to,
Kaya lang, ito kasi yung challenge yan, Labi, yung tinatawag natin na minsan entitlement mentality. Di ba? Anyway, may pera naman ako eh. Ako nagtatrabaho nito. So, I have bilhin ko yan. Di ba? But you have to put an allowance. Di ba? Halimbawa, meron kang pera na magkano lamang talaga na pwede mong gastusin.
Correct.
Kasi nauubos na eh. Di ba? Kasi yun ang entitlement eh. Ako naman nagtatrabaho nito eh. Pinagkirapan ko to. Di ba? But you have to put a certain... Sandy is saying, this is Sandy. Sandy is saying,
I'm a victim of impulse buying. Victim, ha?
Yeah.
Witness ang parentals dyan, and the idea of deserve ko to and paminsan lang naman ito. Yeah. We always try to...
San, hindi mo pa sinulat yan, sinabi ko na, ha? Hindi ko yan, But again, itinuturo ko to kay Sandy.
Yeah, we always try to justify, ourselves,
Yes.
no? So, diba, I mean, I can also relate, Sans, right? So, if I buy something like I work so hard, I deserve this, diba? No?
Tapos, hindi naman tayo, diba, ang word pa na sa Bisaya pa, di ba ito mapobre, ana? Right, guys? Tama ba? Di man ay kapobre, di ba? But again, you really have to, may impact pala siya doon sa plano. Sa plano natin.
And can you imagine, if you have more savings, no? If you are able to set aside more, mas mapabilis yung tinatarget mo na goal.
Saka, ito ang benefit, ha? Less stress. Imagine kasi na naghahabol ka palagi. Di ba? Para bang tubig nandito, hindi ka makahiga. Di ba? Kasi hinahabol mo always, binabayaran mo, di ba? So, si Judith, nandyan naman. Di ba? Kailan mo si Judith? Si Judith ba? Yung Judith. Di ba? Judith ang tawag dyan eh. Palagi yan, di ba? So, hinahabol mo. So, para bang maganda din kasi ang feeling na makaano ka ba? No? Na makaluwag ka. Di ba? Na, wala akong hinahabol ngayon. No? Everything is fine. So,
I just want to share with you. Actually, Coach Sisoy has like three plastic jars that he fills up with coins every year. No, so parang iba yung 10 peso coins, 20 peso coins, 5 peso coins, and 1 peso. No, so pinupuno niya yan kasi 'di ba syempre like you don't want to be bringing along the coins, 'di ba? So yan, and magkano yung inaabot every year, Dad?
Malaki-laki din siya, no? Mga 10,000. Okay na siya, no? That is something
pang gifts on Christmas.
Yeah, pang gifts on Christmas, di ba? And yeah, pang share sa iba, no? Na nangangailangan, di ba? So but again, the point is you can put that resource into something.
Correct.
Di ba? Lagay mo lang diyan, di mo na nalalaman ay, lumalaki na pala yan. Di ba? Kaya yung mga bagay na yan, ayan, pinapakita ko kay Mrs. Hindi ko tinatago yan. Alam niya.
Ang mga coins pinapakita.
Yan, ang ganda ng comment ni Ann Ali. No? Always stress ang excuse. Kaya always bili. Pampatagal stress. Yan. Dami kasi naka-stress sa panahon ngayon. Alam mo, Ann Ali, tandaan mo to, ha?
Yes. Tama ang sabi niya, Dad. Nasa isip lang niya.
Ang motto niyan is ito. When the going gets tough, okay, the tough goes shopping. Okay, ulitin ko. When the going gets tough, the tough goes shopping.
Stress reliever, no?
Stress reliever, yan. Okay, meron akong kaibigan yan, di ba? Sa company ko before. Grabe. Yun talaga yung niya. Pagkatapos ng mga budget setting, problema, pupunta sa mall. Kaya magka-shopping. Bakit? Kasi stress reliever.
Stress reliever. Ayaw magpamassage, no?
Yeah, iba talaga shopping talaga yung gusto niya.
May sinasabi si Sandria. Paano if kayong dalawa, both ng partner mo, ang maggastador, nakakapurita? Yes. No, so, kasi diba, lang kuripot si Daddy.
Spender, di ba? And saka spender, saka saver. Di ba yung sinabi natin sa na there are two types of, sa mga...
So what if na, puro spender?
Okay, delikado. Delikado. Kasi sabing galit sa pera. Di ba? Pag may mga pera,
they feed on each other's impulses.
Impulses. Okay. And the bottom line is, di ba? The bottom line is tinatamaan. At saka, sige lang, anyway, we can still, mag-adjust na naman tayo. So, para bang gumagawa ka ng plano and ikaw na rin ang sumisira sa plano mo.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Dad, we actually need to look at the time. It's already 9:38. We didn't even break, but we're making up kasi we logged off kanina.
Yeah.
I think we need to wrap up.
Yes, wrap up tayo, no? Very exciting, no? Very exciting. And thank you for the comments, no? Thank you dun sa mga nag-share. And yung iba siguro, no, na hindi lang nahiya lang mag-share, but you have, in your mind, especially money matters. No, Coach Sisoy, I would like to tell you that this is very important.
Yep.
Very important. Na isang matter that really kailangan pag-usapan ng mag-asawa.
Correct.
Okay, you have to have principles, transparency, okay, honesty sa mga ito, and be willing to partner with each other. No, and acceptance. Halimbawa, yung mabibring ko sa table, ito lang yung amount na ito, ikaw mas malaki, no?
Yeah.
Because marriage nga is a partnership. Diba? It's a partnership. Okay, so
Yes.
it's about time na pag-usapan ang money
Yes.
sa mag-asawa.
Oo. Yeah, and as a couple and as a family, you do have dreams and plans for yourselves and the family, correct? And these things do not come free. No, you have to plan for this. You have to save up for this, and the only way to do it is to.
Heart that listen. Sama-sama.
All right. So yun, no? So you really need to talk about it, no? And fear not, no? Yeah, as I was saying, for as long as you continue to talk about budgets, talk about sources of income and all that stuff, you'll get used to it. And it doesn't have to be a source of conflict at all. In fact, it will inspire you, to earn more, to save up more, no? And,
And to be very good example to your
your
children.
children. Yep.
Okay.
So we'll end here, no? And of course, we'll see you again next week, Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Right?
So invite you again to join us at Choose Family Tuesday with Coach Xenas and Coach
Coach
Sisoy.
Sisoy.
Thank
Yes.
you very much for having us tonight. Okay, so ingat po kayo, ingat kayo. And alam ko nagka-count na kayo, ilang days na lang para sa December. Okay,
Yes.
sana nagka-count rin kayo kung magkano yung mga dapat nating gastusin lang for December.
And nag-count din kayo kung magkano yung isi-save.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
So, thank you.
Thank you.
everyone.
God bless. Thank
God
you.
bless.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views